Good morning, everybody. Good morning, or good afternoon if you're in Australia, or evening. So I don't know where all y'all are coming from. Well, Oklahoma, Pennsylvania, Puerto Rico, North Carolina, New York, Ireland, woohoo! San Francisco, Burbank, Lodi, Texas, Arizona, Missouri, Guam. And that's just the states and cities. And thank you all for all the other tarot readers that give a shout out. And one of them was Cyndy over at Soulprint. And I'm giving her another shout out because she has this new thing. It's not new, but a new thing called Positive Energy Circle. Powerful. It's like, if we can all get on board that, then things are going to start changing really fast. So thank you, Cyndy, for doing that. I'll put her link up on the description or something. Anyway, this week ahead for the U.S. I got water again. And I thought about this, it's cleansing. I get in the shower sometimes and I sit in there just a little too long, letting just the water hit my head and just clear the toxicity out. And it feels so good. And then I think about Australia and I go, oh, water shortages, especially last year. I think of Kansas, where we have the huge aquifer in the U.S., and there's aquifers everywhere, but we're sucking them dry. We're using up our precious resource with no consequence as to, we just don't manage things. We just take. So let's be more mindful and respectful of our elements, our natural resources. And let's take a good bath after we get through with this administration and clear that energy out. All right, week ahead for Donald Trump and how it relates to us. The week ahead. Okay. Clearly his rally wasn't what he thought it was. Got a sense he's going to have a shakeup in his campaign. But the week ahead, how does it relate to us? To us light beings, to people who want to bring positivity and positive things to the world. Who is that? Is that new beginnings? Jumping off a cliff? Tarot is the fool's journey. I'm thinking good. There's Donald Trump, 7 of Cups, illusion, delusion. 9 of Wands, battling up that hill. Just getting to the top, but there's just so much you got to battle. And the Page of Swords. Harsh truth coming at him. Kind of messing things up a little bit. And the 2 of Swords. Interesting cards. So, the question was Donald Trump and how does it affect us? What is his week and how does it affect us? Well, here's the fool's journey. And so I'm getting, this is a new start. If this was Donald Trump's new start in Tulsa, there was a lot of misinformation coming on. It was a battle, and it still is a battle on how he's going to talk about his crowd size. He's got truth coming, and he better take the blindfolds off because he's not seeing things correctly. And it's harsh truth. If this is us on how we have to deal with it, well, we get a new journey because he's screwed up. Actually, this is him. I'm sorry. This is him. This is us. How do we deal with it? So Trump, let me just go back to this real quick. He's trying a new journey, but he's not going to make it. If you just look at this, he doesn't know where to go in his journey. This illusion delusion card won't work anymore. It's just noise, and we just shut it off. Clearly, I think that was shown in his rally. People were yawning. Oh, yeah. And did you see him coming out of Marine One with his tie undone? I've never, ever, not that I keep looking, but I've never seen him with a undone tie. He's always in a coat, and his tie is up, ready for business. So I just see that it's there's too much battles. He doesn't know which way he's going, and it's going to be a confusing week. We have Mercury retrograde. We have other planetary things going out there. It's going to be really confusing. So what do we do besides take a long shower with our precious water resource that we are just wasting? Another card pull. So what do we do? What do we do? I'm using this Scarab deck, Lo Scarabo. One of these days I'll learn how to pronounce it. This deck is not supposed to be upside down. So we have the Ace of Wands. Big news coming at us. It's pretty explosive. It's like the Fred Flintstone card. We have us diligently working, the Apprentice card. We have the Queen of Wands, which brings us this calming energy, but also has news. And it's a little bit smoldering, so it's not like this. This is Mary Trump's book, The Cat Lady. And the Five of Swords. And in this deck, as I look at this, it's not winning at any cost, but it is, and it's being left alone. So with all this new information coming out, I'm going to pull on this. I'm going to pull some extra on this one, because what I'm getting intuitively with this is that with all the illusion delusion that he's going to be throwing at us, we have to work really hard to maintain our calm and peace and not get caught up in a fight. I don't need to pull any more cards on that, but I will, just because, using the Rider-Waite. So, talk to me about that Five of Swords. Is that Donald Trump being alone? But I think that's us. Not wanting to be, not picking fights, not saying, making sure that we have, that we don't have the blindfold on. So talk to me about the Five of Swords. Yep. So when we're talking to our family, friends, neighbors, and we start getting into this energy up here, Trump's energy, and trying to change and force the change of the world, trying to force the change of the world, we need to understand that the way we deal with that, the way we work on it, can make us isolated. But if we use this Queen of Wands energy, then the conversation is going to move in the right direction. And here's the Queen of Swords again. So know what our truth is, and we have to, I think it's choose our words correctly in defending our position, and not just beat somebody over their head, but be precision-like in how we say things. And then we end up happy. Because I think Trump is on his way out. And I keep getting tower cards for him when I read them. This is the second video I put on. Did I say that? I don't know. Anyway, it's the other video was it had tower cards in it too. So okay, reopening. How's this going? How is this reopening going? Building on it, health-wise. Still going to be loss. But we are going to find something that is going to help us out in this whole reopening virus thing. This could also be us back in quarantine again, just with 2 people. I don't think people are going to shut down, though. Let's pull some clarifiers on that. So, the bottom line with me on these cards is, yeah, we are going to be reopening. We are going to be building back the economy. We are going to be losing people still. It's not going to be, like, woohoo, all clear. And I see us working in tandem with maybe another country. But this can also be, what else I hit on was, just staying inside and not going out too much. Not making extra trips to the store or places that you don't have to go. So talk to me about that, Lover's card. Clearly, we want it to go back to where it was. 3 of Pentacles, which is the Apprentice card, working at things. But there's a darkness in this card that wasn't in the last card. And we're going to get some news, and it's going to be coming in kind of fast. A lot of news coming in fast about the reopening, and maybe we'll get some good news. I'm feeling we're getting good news with a vaccine or something like that. Although I don't think that is necessarily the answer. Everybody says it is, therapeutics or a vaccine, but I think it's something else that we're going to be hearing. And so let's just not let our guard down with this. That's what I get. That's what I get. Okay. So in recap, I think that Trump is going to throw some more stuff out there. It's up to us to decipher and get to the truth. Good one on Chris Wallace. He wouldn't let that woman keep trying to spin what Trump was thinking about with the small crowd size in Tulsa. He kept on her. So good. We need that. We need the truth. That's all. Just give us the truth. And when Trump says that he stopped the testing, slow it down, and people are cheering, I mean, all the doctors are saying we need more testing. That's what we need so we can find out what we're up against. Okay. Let me switch gears. Okay, I pulled 3 cards from the Shaman Oracle deck. Collect, pair, and read. What, as we go through this week, do we need to think about to keep us grounded, to keep us positive? What's going to be our challenge so that we can maintain a light? Pick a card. They're all good cards. They'll all give us information, but one may have more relevant information to you. Completion. So with this card, you see the snake eating the tail. It's just a big circle. It's interesting. It's the 9 card. I know it's towards the end, but 10 cards are, the number 10 is endings and beginnings. This one is at the end of the cycle. Whatever that cycle is. It's interesting. You can rejoice in that. Let that go. And number 2, the moon in medicine position. This 37 does equal a 10. Endings and new beginnings. And so as we go to the new moon and the eclipse, we need to watch our emotions. We need to protect ourselves from outside influences. If we start thinking too much of the politics of the people that harmed us, and we live in that fear and negativity that doesn't push us towards a better completion. It keeps us stuck in the past. And certainly that's where Trump is. No new messages, always dealing in the past. Same old. No, it's just all fear-based. Okay, I got stuck in the past again, and it doesn't help. We get to move forward to new ideas, new light. So let's not get stuck in the past. Number 3, the sun in medicine position. When I look at this, I'm comforted in knowing that every day the sun's going to come up. Every day. Now, there will be sun flares, spots, that'll knock out communications, that it'll disrupt planetary things a little bit. But the sun always comes up and brings forth a new day that we get to take on the challenges that it gives us and allows us to grow as human beings. And with that in medicine position, make sure that we just don't let things happen to us, that we have some intention behind it, which is why I think Cyndy's positive energy circle is going to be so powerful. So that is it. Thank you all for watching. Have a great, great week. Stay clean. Oh, and this, I got real bad trigger finger. I'm not trying to be Michael Jackson or anything. It's just, it's hurty. So, anyway, thank you all for watching. I appreciate all my subscribers from all over the world. It is awesome. Okay, peace and love.